Welcome to Detroit Sports Jersey, Saturdays at 3 p.m. Eastern, broadcasting live from Detroit and stretching to the heart of Central Texas, here on WCHB 1200 and 99.9 FM with co-host Longhorn. Straight sports talk, no professionals here. Live call-in number 313-568-1200. And now, here's your host that never gets it right but is never wrong, Will Sims.
All right, welcome to Detroit Sports Jersey. As you heard, that was Martin Luther King, I Have a Dream speech. By the way, happy birthday to him. His birthday was Thursday. He would have been 86 years old, and he was celebrating the holiday Monday. Welcome, Longhorn.
Hey, game time, prime time, Detroit Sports Jersey time. What's up, Detroit?
All right.
What's up, Will?
All right. We got a lot of things to throw into the hopper today. Like I said, we're going to celebrate Martin Luther King holiday, his birthday on Monday. Like I said, he'd have been 86 this past Thursday. I want to say congratulations to the Ohio State for winning the national championship. We'll throw that in the hopper. Talk about the Pistons winning streak. Done won 10 out of the last 12.
That's right.
They're playing Philadelphia tonight at the Palace if you want to go check it out. Also, we got the auto show going on downtown Detroit. And also, I want to throw in the mix, too. Everybody done seen the video around the world, Longhorn. I know you guys talking about it down there heavy in Texas, about the police brutality. Let me throw out the number, 313-568-1200, where the carjacker was beat up by the police after he was handcuffed. Your thoughts and your opinions, I would love to hear them. And also, what's going on in downtown Detroit where a few black business owners saying they're being run out of town. Also would like to get your opinion on that. 313-568-1200. Talk to me, Longhorn. What's going on with you? What's going on with the video down there? What's the word on the streets?
Well, word on the street down here about that video is we just don't understand how you're going to handcuff somebody, put their face in the snow, and continue to beat them down. To me, and not only that, to cuss them out. To me, that's unprofessional, number one. And how you going to handcuff somebody and put their face in the snow, continue to beat them down? Even though those weren't Detroit city cops, from reading in the articles, they were a task force made up of other cops like Grosse Pointe Police Department. It still is injustice. And we're waiting to see the protests and the marches and everything was going on with that situation. But to us, that was uncalled for. And that's my 2 cents. And somebody's going to get sued in the end. So,
well, he already got a lawyer. He already got a lawyer on the case looking into that. My opinion is this. After he was handcuffed, it should have been over.
That's right.
Plain and simple. Now, what happened before then? I mean, for him to go out there and carjack this mother with her kids in the car, I mean, if he'd have got the beat down before the being handcuffed, I really wouldn't have cared. I really wouldn't have.
Yeah, like old Beretta. You remember that show Beretta back in the day? For those who remember that, if you can't do the time, don't do the crime.
Exactly.
Yeah, if he would have been handed to him to beat down before he got handcuffed, especially if he was resisting arrest, hey, that's on him. You shouldn't have done it, But after they handcuffed him, they should have been, that was it.
Yeah, because it's called protect and serve, not protect and beat down. Let me tell people, I do have some friends that are police officers. I don't hate the police because I got a lot of friends that's on the Detroit police force. So I'm not mad at the police. Like I said, even though no Detroit police officer was involved, but still, man, once you handcuff, it's a wrap. Take him in, let the justice system, let the court handle him.
That's right. That's when you're supposed to be reading people their rights, sir, as far as I'm concerned. I got some friends now. They so paranoid of the police that if the police just ask them for directions, they just gonna lay down on the ground and spread their arms out. They're not even gonna take a chance. You say, "Hey, where is such and such? Where is such and such gas station?" They just gonna lay down and flat on their face and spread their arms out. That's how paranoid they are about the police now. So I don't know, brother. Maybe one of these days with some training or something, it'll change. But I don't see it happening in the future. I just wonder if the table was turned and the black guy wasn't black and the cops weren't white and it was switched around, what would that have been like? But I don't want to throw the card out there. I'm just saying.
Well, see,
I don't know the recipe.
Well, no,
I don't know the recipe.
See, check this out. Let me tell you. Let me tell you something. What it also does, Longhorn, it fuels the fire. Like it, with these idiots that went up into New York, that idiot, or should I say, and shot them 2 cops. That's all you're doing. You're making people more mad. You out there beating my man down, your fist bumping. So now you're going to have an idiot that's probably going to want to retaliate against the police. And, like I said, the police officers in New York had nothing to do with the Mike Brown and Gardner situation.
Right.
So that's all you're doing. You're fueling the fire. Let me hear what you got to say, people. 313-568-1200 on that situation. Also, Longhorn, let me ask you and the people this. Last Sunday, Dallas, people would say got robbed.
Oh, yeah.
As we know it here, the Calvin Johnson rule, where he, didn't complete the catch when he came down.
Uh-huh.
And a lot of people up here in Detroit celebrating, happy that, Dallas, karma came back and got him. So they feel that Dallas robbed them of a victory.
Oh, brother, let me tell you, I heard all type. People were coming up to me with their cell phones, showing me the videos of the catch and the not a fumble, and telling me, making all types of excuses and why Dallas got robbed and this and that and the third. And all I looked at them, I said, wow, that sounds like that sounds like when we was watching the Detroit game, don't you think? Oh, well, that was different. That was different. I said, how is that different when the guy was, so it was different from Detroit and then Dallas. But you know what I told them, the Dallas fans out here, in all reality, both teams, nobody expected neither one of our teams to be where they were, period, when the season started. Nobody expected them, for real.
Okay.
And, just keep it 100. Nobody expected the Lions to be where they were, except for me and the true Lions fans. And nobody expected the Dallas to be where they were, except for the real, true, diehard Lions fans. So either way, it was a win for both teams just to make it to where they were. You know what I'm saying? So win, lose, or draw, like you say earlier, you got to outscore the opponent so that the penalties won't determine the game for you. So,
all right, let's go to line 1 to Keith. He want to make a comment about the carjacking. Keith, how you doing? Welcome to Detroit Sports Jersey.
Welcome,
yeah,
Keith.
I'm all right. How y'all doing?
I'm doing okay. How about yourself?
My comment is, okay, we don't live in a perfect world, and yeah, the cops did mess up when they did what they did to that guy. So, in my opinion, is he should get somebody to, represent him law-wise. However, I don't think the emphasis should be put on him as far as the wrong or whatever was done to him. Keep in mind, he was carjacking somebody. He could have killed whoever he was carjacking.
That's true. Yep.
The question is, sadly, he may wind up getting a whole lot more money out of this than the ones that he carjacked, but yet they still lived or whatever.
Keith, he do have a lawyer representing him. Matter of fact, the lawyer that's representing him represented somebody else in another case against one of those police officers for doing wrong. And also, I agree with you one thing. He did. Matter of fact, the 2 kids was, I think, artistic or something like that. So, like I said, what happened before that? I don't care. Actually, I don't care what the police did to it. But dog, once the handcuffs was on, it should have been a wrap. You can't be kneeing somebody in the back, kicking them and smacking them upside the head like they dogs. Now, like I said,
I understand that. Like I said, we don't live in a perfect world. That's why he needs to get a lawyer to represent him for that.
He has one.
But what I'm saying is sad to say, when it's all said and done, he may wind up getting more money out this thing versus the one that was carjacked. You think they're going to get a dime for this thing?
Not one
Probably
dime.
Not.
I agree with you, Keith. You're right. It might, he might come out smelling like roses out of all of this. Who knows how the system works. Thanks, Keith, for calling in.
All right.
All right. Thanks for listening. Also,
he's gonna get that. He's gonna get that prison justice. That's what he's gonna get.
All right.
That's what I tell you.
Let's go to line 2 and talk to John. See what he has to say about this subject. Hello, John. Thanks for calling Detroit Sports Jersey. What can we do for you?
John.
Good afternoon, fellas.
Listen. They want to bring John in the studio. He's a normal.
Okay, we'll think about that. He should get prison time. Anytime he have the goal to put a gun in a lady's in a child's face like that, that's his downright trifling and a thuggery. He should get time. But there is no reason for them police to beat him and kick him like that, and they should be up to all kinds of charges and so forth. And I don't know what you mean by suing, but if any one way he sued, and they should be sued because this Bull Connor Jr. out there in Grosse Point, the chief out there. He's sanctioning this stuff, and so if you wonder where it's coming from the top. It's coming from the top of the police department. That's where it's coming from. This abuse and this racist people out there, and this Will Connor, just like I said, this Will Connor Jr. out there in Grosse Point, the police chief out there, he should resign immediately, the words that he said and so forth.
Hey, John, let me ask you a question. If the guy sues and wins, you think the money should be given to the victim, the lady that got carjacked?
Well, somebody should go to the victim. No doubt about it. She certainly was a victim, and you don't want nobody in the city around the state that to be thrown with a gun in their face, and they got their family, they got their children like that. That's a downright trifling and so forth. And she should get someone the reward if that is the reward. But I have to tell you, man. That ain't right, and so what the police did, it definitely ain't right.
No. What they did was totally wrong, John, and I agree with you 100%.
Yeah, and this police chief out there, so-called police chief out there in Grosse Point, he's facing this stuff and said anytime you all wonder where it's coming from, that's exactly where it's coming from, the top and so forth.
Okay, John, we appreciate you calling in and your opinion.
Well, thank you all.
Thanks for listening. Thanks for listening.
Yeah,
okay, John,
have a good week, John.
Okay, you too, John. You have a good one also. All right, check this out, Longhorn. We're going to go to line one, see what Charles have to say about this. Hello, Charles. Thank you for calling Detroit Sports Jersey.
Hello, thanks for taking my call. Yeah, I'm in my 60s. I'm in my 60s and running from the police. That's just standard procedure for them. They know that. The younger guys or whoever might not realize, if you run from the police, they catch you. It's an automatic beat down almost. I ain't going to say automatic. But no, there's no way I'm running from the police unless I think I can get away. Other than that, everybody knows it's a beat down. And those cops just got caught.
60. I don't think you're going to run too fast in your 60s, so...
Yeah. I can
Charles, I agree with you 100%. You cannot. Let me tell you some things you cannot do to the police. You cannot run from them, and you cannot, throw your chest out and get huffy. You're going to lose every time.
Right.
Every time. You're not going to win in that situation. I don't care how mad you are, how upset you are. They're looking for you, especially, and I hate to say this, people of color. Let's keep it real. They want you to get huffy and, mad, pissed off, so they can.
Yeah, they want you. They want you to grit your teeth and clench your fist.
Man, you cannot do that at all, Charles.
Okay.
All right, Charles. Thanks for listening and calling in.
Thanks, Charles.
All right, check this out. We're gonna take a quick commercial break here, and what I'm gonna do. If you got a senior in high school that's going to college next year that needs some scholarship money, listen up. Detroit Sports Jersey got your back.
Listen up, parents and all high school seniors. Detroit Sports Jersey is giving away a $300 scholarship. And all you have to do is write an essay explaining why you should win. Send your 1,000-word essay to info@DetroitSportsJersey.com. Essays will be accepted from October 1st, 2014 through April 1st, 2015. Apply for the Detroit Sports Jersey Scholarship today. Winners will be announced Saturday, April 18th, 2015. Good luck, high school seniors.
All right, welcome back to Detroit Sports Jersey. I'm your host, Will, with the Longhorn sitting up here. Check this out. If you want,
Checking it out.
Check it out. This is where Detroit Sports Jersey goes for videos every week. ENO Production is capable of all different kinds of projects, commercials to wedding, and so much more. You can find ENO Production at fiber.com/ENO Production. Trust me, this guy does wonderful work. I mean, amazing work. And matter of fact, you can get that video done for as low as a hot and ready pizza. That's how cheap he is. But he does excellent work. Once again, that's fiber.com/ENO Productions. All right, Longhorn, check this out. Got the Pistons here, right?
Oh yeah, the Pistons on that 10-2. They're doing good, even though they were close in that game, But I'll tell you one thing about the Pistons. Turnovers almost killed us, brother. And almost 15 turnovers with a 37% shooting. Oh, man. But they hung in there tough. They hung tough.
Let me tell you which one stat that sticks out the most to me. And you can go check it out. I ran across this past Tuesday.
Uh-huh.
Now, they 10-2. They beat Indiana last night in Indiana, which, by the way, was their 7th straight road game victory of the season.
They did. The Lions need to take a page out of that book, huh? All right, go ahead.
This is one stat that sticks out to me the most. I look at the top 50 scorers in the league. Pistons do not have not one. That's what's amazing about that run to me. So I'm thinking to myself, what would have happened if they had got rid of Josh Smith at the beginning of the season? Talk to me, people. 313-568-1200. Also, we're talking about the video that went viral, the police beat down here in Detroit where the carjacker was handcuffed, and basically they gave him the business. So
he did the business, not the business, but the business.
Yeah,
they gave him the business.
So
I'll tell you about the Pistons, man. Jennings. Yeah. Jennings he's taking over the team as a true leader.
Oh, he's balling.
And Drummond.
He's balling.
He's balling. I remember earlier we was talking about how he was averaging 16 points a game. Yeah, 16 points, 4 points a quarter. Uh-huh. But yeah, he's balling. He's taking over the team as a true leader. And Drummond, man, he took that charge. He took me back to the bad boy era. He's still there. He knew he was gonna get ran down. He didn't back away, even though some people call him a flop. I call the Bill Laimbeer flop from back in the day for those who remember the bad boy era. But the Pistons, they're hanging in there. They're finding ways to win, and I'll take my hat off to Van Gundy. It's not even February yet, but he's turning them around. Their record is, 15-25, but it's still a lot of basketball left to play. I have a question for you and for Detroit. What do you think about Jones saying he's going to stay in college? Because the so-called experts, I'm not going to mention no name, but two in particular.
First of all, Longhorn, you got to be a little more specific. It's Caldwell Jones. You're talking about the quarterback from Ohio State.
Okay, let me get a little more specific.
Yeah.
The quarterback from the Buckeyes who won the national football playoff scholarship, the national football tournament. You know what I'm saying? The third string quarterback for the Buckeyes, who decided to stay in college and get his education instead of turning pro. Some people said he should have went ahead and turned pro because of Miller and Barrett that plays in front of him. What do you think about that? I think he should have stayed in school. I think he did the right move.
I'll give you my answer. We're going to go to line one. I'm not going to butcher this name, but I'm calling from Detroit, and they want to speak on the carjacking situation. I don't want to mess up your name. Introduce yourself to the people, and thank you for calling Detroit Sports Jersey.
How you doing, my brothers? My name is Olaf from Detroit.
Olaf, okay, I got you, Olaf. I'm going to recognize that from now on. Olaf, okay. Thanks for calling.
Hey, how you doing, Olaf?
Oh, it's all good. Happy New Year to you, brother.
Oh, same to you,
Happy
brother.
New Year, man.
All right, but let me check this out real quick. Here's the deal. I'm a 41-year-old black man, born and raised in Detroit, been pulled over by Detroit police and, my young days and coming to my little older days now, I guess, at 41 years old. I've never had a problem with the police. Just been calm and cool, never been in any trouble, no felonies, anything like that. My thing is this. The beat down that my man got, I hate to say it, I see nothing wrong with it. Getting slapped up a little bit. Now, this you got check this out. He stuck a semi-automatic handgun in an old woman's face with two little babies. Now, everybody can go ahead and say that police is wrong, yada 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 yada. But if it happens to you and yours, you and your family going out looking for him yourselves. If the police don't catch him, if y'all catch up with him, what do you think you and your family going to do to my man?
Beat him down.
Beat him down. He's going to get the butt whooping of his life. So a little tap on the head, a little kick to the side. I don't see anything wrong with it. Like my man said, yeah, when you run from the police, you get a little bit of a beat down. That's always been the deal.
Exactly. That's why I say you cannot disrespect them and stick your chest out. You can't go out here and commit no crime either, and expect to get Girl Scout cookies delivered to you. That don't.
You're talking right, Joe. That's a good one.
All right, thanks for calling in. We appreciate that. All right.
Well, my thing real fast, Will, about that is, like you said, if that was happening to my family, yeah, and we caught up with him. Oh, yeah, he's going to get beat down. But what one thing I will not do, and I know our family will not do, we will not tie the guy up.
And then beat him down.
His hand and then beat him down. If he has some weapons, we'll disarm him, and we go old-style fisticuffs. And, drop him where he's laid. When he put his hands up, we'll drop him where he's laid, fisticuff style. We're not going to tie the dude up, hands and feet, and bound him and then take him out. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, let's go to line 2 to Glenn and see if Glenn in for some beating down of somebody out here. Hey, Glenn, thanks for calling in.
Hey, look, man, like the last caller said, if it happened to my family, yeah, I would want to beat the guy down. But you know what? I didn't go into a swearing where I'm going to uphold the law and have 6 or 8 weeks of how to hold my temperature, how to hold my temper, and obey the law. Like a police officer, they can't put no cuffs on somebody and just because they upset and punch a guy. That's just like a guy getting shot and he just killed 2 or 3 people and they rush him to the hospital. Those doctors can't say what the hell with him. I'm not going to operate on him because as soon as they say that, they're going to get sued and they can lose their license. They got to operate on this guy, stop his bleeding, and get him well enough so he can do his jail time. So they raised their hand up and were sworn in just like those officers did. And those officers had no right to do that after they put the cuffs on the man.
That's why, hey, Glenn, I agree with you 100%. After the cuffs was on, it should have been a wrap.
That's right.
I mean, if you're going to beat him down before you put the cuffs on him. And once the cuffs is on, it's a wrap. I'm sorry, it's just a wrap. And
real quick on that, Will, and my man right there. I'm in the Army, right?
Okay.
And in the Army, we're taught that once we take the enemy down, if we shoot the enemy, we just can't walk over there and they're moaning and groaning and take them out. We're taught, number one, we got to give aid to the enemy, so we shoot them and we don't kill them. And we got a first aid kit. We got to dress their wounds up. If they're hungry, we got to feed them. So once we disarm them, we got to treat them like, regular civilian type cats. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Okay, let's go to line 1 and talk to Eric and see what Eric has to say about this subject.
What's up, Eric? What's up, brother?
How you doing, Eric?
Fellas? I'm doing fine. I'm doing fine. There's a difference between me catching up with somebody that's done something wrong to my family and so-called professional sworn officers catching up with a criminal. Once the handcuffs go on, it's game over. You cannot mete out judge, jury, and justice on the streets. You're supposed to uphold the law. Once the criminal is under control, it's game over. People talk about, the police officers being emotional and they're all hyped up. You got police dogs that they can turn on and turn off. When the dog gets, the guy that's in control of the dog can tell the dog to stop, stand down. He's going to stop chewing on you.
Exactly.
So, because if you're going to say it's okay to hit him up a couple of times once you catch him, then who's going to be the determiner as to how many times you can hit him after he's caught?
And you know what, Eric? Speaking, I'm glad you brought the emotion in. I seen this. I think it was I don't know if it was a policeman, EMT thing, but he going to compare it to the emotions of football players scoring a touchdown. I said, I couldn't believe he said that because my thing is this. My man, I done see Barry Sanders score many touchdowns and just hand the ball to the ref and walk to the sideline. So what are you talking about?
Right.
Wow.
Yeah, he compared that to that, Eric. So you're right. You can, like you said, you got dogs that can turn it on and turn it off real fast.
Right. And like I say, so, you can't leave it up to the cop to decide, well, the rule book says I can hit him 4 times after I got him cuffed. You know, so it just can't be that way. Once he's under control, game over. But don't let me catch you before the cops.
Exactly, Ed. I know that's right, Ed. All right, we appreciate you calling in. Thanks. Let's go to line 3, see what Amanda has to say from Farmington, Minnesota.
What's up, Amanda? How you doing?
Got Amanda on line 3?
Hi.
How you doing? Make it quick. We about to wrap it up here.
Okay, I just wanted to say quickly, like, I guess I agree with everyone else. I mean, maybe the police shouldn't have handcuffed him and then roughed him up. They should have just roughed him up and then took him down. But you can't go after what someone has worked hard for, especially if it's a child involved, and expect nothing to happen.
Okay, true that. We agree. I agree with you, Amanda. Let's go to line 2. Thanks for calling in, Amanda. And let's go to line 2 to Jeff on the east side. What you have to say, Jeff? You our last caller for the day.
Thanks for the shirt. It is. I will be rocking it at the auto show.
Oh, thanks. Thanks, Jeff.
Jersey shirt. And as far as this guy goes, you know, I mean, he still had his piece on him. If I'm on that jury for damages, I cannot see no fault in those police officers. I mean, you know, he still had that piece on it. And once again, if anybody else in the community had it caught up with that guy, you know, whether it's, you know, Malik Shabazz, the 300 or whatever, he probably would have got a few.
Exactly.
But with him having that gun on him, I don't see him getting any money.
Okay, Jeff, we thanks for listening and calling. We about to get up out of here. We had a great show today. Longhorn, give a quick shout out. We up out of here, Longhorn. Got to make it quick.
All right, real quick shout out. Happy birthday to Muhammad Ali, 73 today. Happy birthday, Muhammad Ali, and get well soon, brother.
All right, thanks for listening. We'll see you next week. We're here every Saturday, 3 p.m., Detroit Sports Jersey. You missed any shows, DetroitSportsJersey.com. See you next week.
Thank you, listeners from Detroit to Central Texas, for joining us here live on Detroit Sports Jersey with your host, Will Sims, and co-host Longhorn, every Saturday at 3 p.m. Eastern, right here on WCHB 1200 AM and 99.9 FM. Visit us at DetroitSportsJersey.com. Straight sports talk. No professionals here. Have a great weekend.